So I have not discussed about PIQ before psych test, so I thought I'll cover it during the personal interview component. So what is the PIQ and why is it important? So even while enrolling for this course, you guys must have filled your PIQ, which was a shortened version, a basic version of your overall personality, so that I could understand what kind of people are enrolling and I could design my course accordingly. So that was my intention. But for the SSB, your PIQ is the most important document. It is one single piece of paper which tells more information about you than anything else because it almost has everything that you have done in your life in a very, very brief and concise form. So every word that you write should be very concrete, should be true, and you need to be ready to face cross questions from any part of your PIQ. So that is why it is very important, and it is the foundation of everything that happens, right? Even your psychology test is based on your PIQ. Your personal interview assessment happens based on your PIQ, and obviously, even the GTO will have some indication of your background. So that also relates to your GTO performance. So every word that you write needs to be well thought of, well understood, and you should be ready to face any cross questions from that. And it connects all the assessment phases. So whatever you write in your psychology test, what you answer in an interview, and what you perform on the GTO ground, everything get comes together, and all this should also coincide with what you were as a person throughout your life. So that is how it becomes an important document. And obviously, you will come with a narrative, right? You will maybe have received coaching, maybe you would have improved a lot over the past few months. But what you are as a person has already been there. You write it on paper and it is verified also. So whether that narrative that you are showing throughout those 5 days, whether that actually matches what you are as a person, that also is checked. So that is why the PIQ is very important. And how the interviewing officer uses the PIQ is before you enter, he would have already gone through your PIQ and he already has a few questions in mind which he wants to ask because there are certain qualities or certain interesting things from your PIQ which he wants to drill down upon. So he frames specific questions already, he may note them down also. And then when you come, he asks them. And he also tries to identify any contradictions. Let's say in your 10th you scored 95%, but in your 12th suddenly you dropped to 55%. So that's a big inconsistency. So he wants to see whether you were actually not interested or what happened. So वो curiosity आती है. So those kind of contradictions. And even if the PIQ is perfect, there may be a inconsistency between what you have written and what you are speaking during the interview. So that also is a contradiction only. So that also he wants to verify. And he wants to know what your self image is because in your PIQ you have free will. You can write anything you want to. So you may be having 5 or 10 hobbies, but you may choose to write only 2 or 3, which you feel are mention worthy. So that is what you feel is important to mention. So that in some sense gives out your own thinking, your own image of yourself. So overall, whatever you are writing is your own understanding of yourself, which you want to show to the board. So that also they are trying to understand, and obviously cross verifying with other tests we have covered. So yeah, and different sections of the PIQ, I'm not going into the depth of it because the PIQ is already available on the internet. Most of you would have already gone through it. But it tries to cover your family background, your education, all your achievements, your hobbies and interests, and any leadership positions, any position of responsibility, etc. There are some other sections like your NCC training, etc. But overall, these are the important areas it covers. So yes. Oh, any common mistakes usually people commit when they fill the PIQ? Do not exaggerate any achievements because some people feel their profile is very, very normal, very average, which may not stand out. This you may use in your corporate interviews or anywhere else, but in the SSB, do not exaggerate achievements at all because during the interview you cannot justify them, and if you have achieved so many things and if you are not performing up to the mark, then it is a negative thing to have. Instead of that, try to keep your achievements on the PIQ normal, as true as possible, and outperform those achievements in the 5 days there, because that shows whatever you are as a person, what your potential is. Like PIQ देख के थोड़ा basic judgment तो आती है ना कि हाँ ये बंदा इतना perform कर सकता है. उसको अगर आप आउट परफॉर्म कर रहे हो, देन यू आर एक्चुअली शोइंग यू हैव एक्सीडेड योर previous potential and you're actually improving as a person, rather than saying मैंने कभी 12th में national level football खेला था but अभी individual obstacles में मैं 10 भी नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ because my stamina has gone down. Just one example I'm giving, but like that in many areas you may show in your PIQ that you are an extraordinary person, but on ground in your actual performance you are not doing up to the mark. So that is very harmful. So try to keep the achievements as realistic, as true as possible. Do not exaggerate anything. And when it comes to hobbies, do not give very generic hobbies like reading or listening to music, going to gym. These are things which any person should do in real life, and this is not like a hobby. Even reading, if there is any specific type of reading that you do, you can write, like reading fiction or reading about geopolitics, etc. But just reading books is a very generic hobby, although it is not wrong to write. But when you want to give out your hobbies, try to give them as specific, as unique to yourself as possible, because music सभी सुनते हैं, जिम ऑलमोस्ट सभी जाते हैं, एंड रीडिंग इन सम मैनर academics तो सभी ने किया है, तो you also would have read some books. On top of that, if you read something unique like reading stories, novels, fiction, etc., write that. Reading so and so things likho, that has a better impact or way of giving information than just writing as reading books. So if you are writing reading, then also write what kind of reading you do. That makes it a little unique and not very generic. So overall, I wanted to just say, do not fill very generic things which everyone does. Try to show your true personality. If there is nothing unique, then it's okay. Like if you are a person who does not have any unique hobbies or interests, then it is okay to write music, reading, gym, etc. That is also not wrong. And obviously, do not bluff, do not try to claim positions which you have never held, because you will easily get caught. The interviewing officers have variety of techniques to identify people who fake their PIQ as well as their interview responses. So they are far more experienced and they have seen hundreds and thousands of candidates like you. So do not try to play that game ki you will outsmart them. That is a foolish approach. Never try that. You will definitely not be able to do it. So don't do that. And do not write unclear or incomplete information, because that shows that you are either trying to bluff and not being able to do it successfully, or it also goes on to say you are not clear yourself. So be very specific, be to the point when you are writing your PIQ, and do not try to impress the interviewing officer or the psychologist or anyone who goes through your PIQ by just writing what they want to listen, or you already have this overall assumption of what the SSB is looking for, right? So you know 15 OLQs they are looking for, so don't try to fill in OLQs here and there by saying, yeah, मैंने leadership position यहाँ लिया था, I've done well here, I've done this, I've done that. That does not show any qualities. That just shows on to say you are trying to please them, you are trying to give a desirable input to them. Because if you have really done all those things, then your performance should reflect it, not what you are writing. What you are writing should be true and should be straight to the point. That is all. So yeah, this remember thing is very important. Every word can be questioned, so be very authentic, and also prepare very well before you go to your SSB. Every word of your PIQ can be cross questioned, can be deep dived into. So try to go through them as deeply, as rigorously as possible, and you can yourself frame a lot of questions around everything you write in your PIQ, and thereafter you can give yourself a mock interview as well.